All right, everyone, leaving the FedEx ship center. Y'all know what that means. Got my Tinley pickups. Got a whole saga about that. I'll talk to you guys about later. So thanks to my guy Matt over at Steel City Feeders for shipping my animals for me. And we will do an unboxing later. Let's check it out. All right, everybody, Reptile Sam back from Tinley Park. Proper Royal soccer jersey. Shout out to my boy Adam for hooking me up with this sick jersey. Custom with the Reptile Sam tag on the back. Thanks, Adam. So let's get started on this unboxing video from Tinley Park. So the crazy fiasco that I was telling y'all about. Normally at Tinley, every year there's like 4 different shipping providers, right? You got Reptiles CU, Reptiles Express, Redline, and Morph Market. This year there were 0. That's right, 0 shipping providers at Tinley Park. So what do you do? It was a disaster. Well, thankfully, Matt over at Steel City Feeders, who one of these snakes is from in this box, was kind enough to be willing to take my entire 5 animal bag home with him and ship them out for me this week. So big shout out to you, Matt. Thank you so much for doing this. A massive favor. I've got my animals here with me now. So this is my guy Peter. It's one of his brochures, and SW Reptiles, one of their cards on the back of that. So let me show you guys what we brought back from Tinley Park at the NARBC event this year. All right, so there's going to be 5 animals in here, so I'm going to make sure each one's good, wash my hands with some hand sanitizer, and get on to the next one. All right, so this first one is a female albino Honduran milk snake from PT Reptiles. This is my guy Peter. He's awesome, awesome guy, good friend of mine, and he vends Tinley every year. Peter breeds some beautiful animals, mostly ball pythons, but he does hondos as well. So this little girl's a gorgeous snake. I'm gonna get out and say hi to her. She was a little bitey when I was playing with her at Tinley, but she's a baby. Babies can be tamed down a little bit. We're gonna see how this little girl's doing. Fresh shed on her too. Look at that snake. How pretty is she? So she is again, she's an albino Honduran milk snake. So not sure if I will breed her down the line, but if I do, she's probably gonna go to my boy George, who's a hypo tangerine, which means all their babies will be double het albino and hypo, and most of them or some of them would end up as tangerine hondos as well. So potential project down the line. Quick little bit of this, because every animal here is from a different breeder. So that was one I purchased from Peter. Let's go with 3 animals next that I won at the Tinley Park charity auction for USARC. So this one right here, the paperwork might be in the bottom of this. If so, I can get all the breeders' names for y'all. Not sure if I have that paperwork or not still. It was kind of like a bid list and which breeder donated each animal. But this is a mosaic California king snake. It's a male. You guys know I love my Cali Kings. Check out how pretty this boy is. Look how black his back is and there's white spots on him. How cool is that? And as you might know, or might not, most of my Cali King projects are high white. I work with a lot of bright whites. So bringing this little fella in is going to make for some really cool opportunities to breed some very beautiful snakes up down the line. Look how those black and whites alternate down the side. Really nice looking male Cali King, very friendly, nice little white dot on his head. This is what you look for in a Cali King. So if I can find who donated this, we'll get to that. If not, if this is your animal, please put a comment on here, so I want to be able to give you props. And this is one of the donations from the Tinley Park auction. I think I've got that list somewhere, or it would at least be in the video that Dave and I are putting together where I went through each animal. So we're going to get that eventually for you guys, if it's not in here. This one has the feed list. This is from Shawnee Reptiles. And this girl is a 3-year-old 2022 female Tessera Miami Caramel Corn Snake. Again, this is one of my charity auction wins from the Saturday night auction. And as you guys know, these are all 3 genes I work with and have babies of right now. Tessera, Miami, and Caramel. So why not add another beautiful girl to the mix? Look at that. What a pretty female. Those are all three genes I really like, so thank you, Shawnee, for donating this to the auction. I'm very happy to win this beautiful female snake. So I don't think I'm going to breed her this year. I'm going to give her one more year to get a bit more size on her. She's probably big enough to breed, but since I just got her, and brumation starts in November here at Reptile Sam, I want to keep her out for a while. So we'll probably be able to breed her in the 2026 corn snake season, along with Ponyo, who is my, what I believe to be an A-male buff corn snake that got picked up at Daytona this year. So here's this pretty girl. So let's move on to my third auction win before I get on to my last one I purchased from Steel City Serpents, or Steel City Feeders rather. Nice little bit of hand sanding. And so this big girl is in a bag right here. So this is my third auction win. This is from Jim Stelpflug at SW Reptiles, who's also, funny enough, where I bought Sally from my first Tinley purchase a couple years ago. And this is a big female. It's a Pastel Russo clown. So Russo kind of not a gene you see a lot by itself, but it is in the BEL complex. So Russo is one of the genes that can make blue-eyed Lucy's. And she's a pastel, and she's also a visual clown. So look at this really nice looking pretty girl right here. Wow. What a pretty girl she is. So Jim, thanks for donating this girl to the auction. I'm very happy to have this really pretty snake. Pastel and clown go so well together. And I'm going to do a bit more research on the Russo to see where those Russo influences are showing up in this female. I'm sure she's happy to be out of that bag. I know I would be. I'll just do a quick little soft tie right here. Set her down gently. And then finally is the purchase I made from Steel City Feeders. He and Hannah Sissy Fix both out of the Pittsburgh area been at a table near each other, and it's nice hanging out with them and chatting with them. So this girl is my Freeway ball python. So that's a allelic expression from two genes in the yellow belly complex, which are some things I really think are really neat looking. So check out this girl right here. Look at those bright dorsal yellows, that really neat pixelated side pattern. You can't go wrong with Freeway, Highway, Super Gravel, any of that kind of stuff. Ivory, it's all really cool genes. Let's take a look at her belly. She's just a gorgeous little snake. Look at that. What a pretty little animal. And again, this one is from Steel City Feeders. Alright guys, so that's my round of 5 pickups from Tinley Park this year. Thanks for watching. Can't wait to see what these animals get up to. Stay tuned for more from me, Danger Noodle Dave, at future Tinley events. Check out Proper Royals, see what he's got up to. Adam's always got some of the coolest stuff on the market. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you to Reptile Maddie for filming this as well. See you guys. P.S. Outro. Reptile Sam, follow me here on YouTube and on Instagram at reptile.sam. And find me on Morph Market too if you want to see what's for sale. Catch you guys later.